Is there a favorite piece of music to play?
Yes, yes. There are two Chopin that I love. One is the Nocturne. Chopin was a Polish composer. He somehow captured the innate poetry of the piano, of how it sounds.
So do you think you could play one of those Chopin pieces?
I didn't practice anything. I don't think I can. I don't know if it's physical or emotional or mental or what, but it was like a child that has an interest in something, they will be drawn to it. Like if somebody is interested in sand at the beach, they will go to the beach and look at the sand. It touches some kind of emotions in us. I didn't know about talent. I didn't know anything about it. I just knew that I loved hearing the music and I loved finding things on the piano. I was drawn to it. I guess it appeals to something in our psyche, like art or theater, that somehow that touches us. I think it's something in ourselves, in our brains and our hearts. And
Where did you guys live?
a little street called Old Broadway in Manhattan, around 125th Street on the west side, near Broadway. When I was a child, about 4 or 5 years old, my mother bought an upright piano, an old upright piano from a moving company for $25. So it wasn't much of a piano. We had a radio, and I found that when I could hear some music on the radio, like even a Beethoven violin concerto in D major, and I not complicated, but I could play the first chords of what I heard from the orchestra. I begged my father and mother to get me some piano lessons, and I found it difficult and boring. And I remember my teacher's name. His name was Mr. Briggs, and he had a hard time with me because I had no patience for the details of the practicing of the piano. How did I remember it? I haven't played it in about 75 years, Max. Yes, I went to the Music and Art High School. It was on 135th Street and Convent Avenue. I went in 1948. Well, it was a little difficult for me because I had a lot of personal problems. My mother became very sick when I was 14, and it affected me a lot. And because I didn't get much support from my family in helping to take care of her. She was very bitterly, very ill for a number of years. So that affected my life, my high school life. Yeah, playing the piano helped me because I couldn't speak, I couldn't talk about it, but I could play. It was hard to express myself in words, verbally, but it was easy to express myself in music.
Was it hard playing after you started having kids?
I played at night to relax, and one of the children remembers going to sleep listening to Brahms. My two girls that were twins seemed to take an interest in the piano. The youngest daughter, Ella, less so. My son, Avi, didn't show interest in it. I was distracted by a lot of other responsibility and tired, physically tired and mentally tired. But in an older age, I have more leisure. I don't have the same responsibility of bringing up a family, so it's much easier for me now. Except that now, now that in an older age, we realize, the older we get, we realize that time is measured. So I'm not sure I want to use my measurement to practice, even though you need to practice. Like a dancer needs to keep practicing in order to dance, to physically keep yourself in shape. But I don't feel, practicing was a very lonely experience because you have to sit by yourself. You can't talk to anybody. You can't have anybody there. It's you and the music. And it's too lonely to do that anymore. I don't want to be lonely like that. So I don't want to spend my time in the practicing. It's not worth it. I can't go on. It's too difficult for me technical.
So do you think you could play one of those Chopin pieces?
The whole thing? I didn't practice anything. I haven't touched the piano in a year. I can't really play much without fumbling. I don't think I can, because it's very difficult here.
Maybe just give it a shot. Maybe just see what you have.
You know, after a year, music gives us the capacity of a pathway to get there, to reach to the divine. I think music, when it's played properly, it can be a very great spiritual outlet. My fingers don't work. You know, Max, this is a good idea, a good incentive for me to practice again. And then I'll play it for you again when I know it, okay?
Okay.
This is an incentive for me to come back to the piano because it's so worthwhile.
Why is it worthwhile to you?
Because it answers all your needs. It's a need for friendship and love and companionship and everything. It's there for you.